to Total Wine that's closest to us, the one I'm used to go to all the time. Go see the crowds, place where everybody seems to want to line up and see if we can find anything. Not expecting anything to drop. I've been looking at the Discord groups that have been calling out drops. I couldn't see anything coming in today, but you never know unless you go and look. That's why we're just bourbon hunting to bourbon hunt. Can't get allocated bottles if you don't try. We got a mail call yesterday though, so we finally got our short barrel. I say finally, it was actually pretty quick. Matt from Whiskey Wisdom and Sean from Echoes and Eternity, they did a short barrel rye pick. I believe it was 131.4 proof that came in. Didn't get home till super late last night, so other than just getting the bottle out of the box, we haven't opened it or tried it yet. What's up, Adam? Well, we got the Matt from Whiskey Wisdom and Sean from Echoes and Eternity short barrel pick, so we'll be trying to open that up sooner than later. At least I would say Sunday, because we're not going to work late on Sunday. We've been working late every other day. I say every other day. We've been working every day except for Sunday. We've been working late. Trying to go in and work early too, so get all the overtime we can. Trying to get some money saved up for trying to surprise the wife with a new vehicle soon. Well, we're still trying to buy some bourbon every once in a while too, so we'll see what we can find. If Jay's up there, if he brought it, I don't know if he did or not. Still need to get an eagle rare off. Been holding on to that bottle for me for a long time. Just haven't had the chance to get up there to it. He's also got two other bottles for me now too. Rebecca Creek Spanish Oak, the double barrel Spanish Oaks. Got two more of those bottles for the Discord group. Said there was 6 of them out in Stephenville, so he picked 2 of them up. So I have to get him straight on those, but that's alright. Need to try to find something for him too. I'm not sure what he's looking for, but try to find something for him. We went over our threshold for hours yesterday. That was exciting. Of course, YouTube's behind by about 5 days for calculating hours, so it says we still need like 90 hours, but we hit it. You have a Spanish show coming? Yeah, we got 2 more that we're going to try to get out to some people. Hit our watch time hours though. It's going to take about 5 more days for YouTube to catch up and calculate, and then probably another 2 days before it'll actually go into effect. But should have super chats soon for live streams, so that's pretty awesome. What up, Daniel? So we're going to go to Total Wine over here in Arlington. It's right off of this is Highway 20 in Matlock, essentially. See if we can get anything here. If we can't, oh well. We'll probably drive up to the specs and see if that girl's working today, if they were able to hold anything in the back for me, which I didn't know they even held stuff in the back, so learned something new for that store. Found out the other store too, that was by the Goody Goody, that they normally just put everything out, so good to know. Oh, I'm so freaking tired. Yesterday was a long, long day. We did just 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. But all the crap that happened throughout the day, it's one of the worst days I've had in a long time. Pretty exhausted. She has a 107, I feel it. Man, that would be crazy, but we haven't had 107. Well, I say that we have had 107 drop in the last month, but only in very small and select stores, very few. Need to do some shorts for subs. Yeah, shorts haven't been too well for subscribers for me, surprisingly, so we're gonna have to figure out a better way to do shorts to be more engaging, interactive, and exciting for us to get some subs. But these lives, Red and Vertical, they go through the shorts feed, and we have been gaining subscribers from these. Sometimes it's only 2 to 5 subs. Other times we've gained 10 to 20 subs from doing these vertical short style, even though it's a live. Definitely need to start making some more content. We do have a video that needs to be edited and uploaded. It's Bourbon Writers gave us 4 samples, our store picks. If we didn't like any of them, he would send us a free bottle of Georgia Heartwood, but if we liked just one of them, we're going to send him some samples of picks back for him to try. I believe that's how it works. Trying to wait for him to respond. Haven't got a response from him yet. We're all busy people though. We're like less than a minute out from the store. We're getting ready to turn right into the Total Wine and get in the parking lot. So we're gonna be there pretty early, but like I said, there's normally a crowd waiting in line. So 23 minutes early is probably gonna put us on a Friday, 15 in line. 8 to 22 seconds for the shorts. Yeah, I get that. Just trying to get activity. I don't want just subscribers. I know that's what you're doing, getting subscribers just to get them, but I want people that are actually going to be there and hang with the community. What's up, William? Straight up Sips, what's going on? Yeah, there's already a line out here. We got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 standing in line. Probably a few of their vehicles out here getting ready to grab by the vehicles. Let's park real quick. Got another one in the truck over here too. These guys are mad men out here. The store's always got people lining up. From Cali 101, South Gilroy. What's going on? We're Arlington, Texas right now. Don't know where Arlington is. Think Cowboys. That's where they're at. Commuting home to Salinas, California from San Jose, California. California is not for me, but some of those guys that I work with, they're all from California. Pretty cool people. Not all of them, but some of them. Oh. Yeah, we got quite a few people ahead. They're gonna have more than one case. If they got more than one case of anything, we'll have something. Otherwise, probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ahead of me. Like I said, there's also one in the vehicle, and he's technically ahead of me too. So 8. I'll be number 9.
Oh yeah. Well, I got a
Thank you so much. That cigar batch was delicious.
It was delicious, right?
It didn't beat the short barrel cigar batch that I let the guy try, but we're also talking, almost double the price for that one. So
yeah,
it was good though.
Yeah, for $80.
I've been trying to find another one. I haven't seen them though. They sold out pretty quick. You like any Texas whiskey, Jack? Any Iron Root? No. No Iron Root.
Actually, hey, if you want to message Jay, I have his cigar blend in the car.
Do you?
And he's got like 4 bottles.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to.
Well, I know he picked up.
He was going to give one to Frank, and then Frank found one yesterday.
He picked up 2 other bottles for me of that Rebecca Creek double barrel Spanish oak.
Oh yeah.
Because there's like 6 of them, and he said out in Stephenville, but those go quick, man. I got people all over. I've already sent out 16 bottles of those. I can't get enough of those to get out to people.
So the good one is the double barrel Spanish oak.
Correct. And the highest proof they ever made was 128.7 on that one.
All right.
So higher the proof, some of those guys get a little crazier.
Yeah, but I got one in the car though.
I might do that. Might get another Iron Root from Jay, or through Jay, I guess, since Jay paid for it. What's going on, Brief Human History? I know it's not bourbon, but have you tried Nika from the barrel? Actually, I did, Sam. If you look at my live stream where we did the Juno's Liquor Store Allocation Day, that allocation day, they also had Nika that was in the back doing samples, so we tried 3 different offerings from them, including the straight from the barrel. They also had 2 other offerings too. I'm trying to remember what they were. One was like a single malt, and then the other one, I can't remember what it was, but there was 3 offerings. One of them was very like peated and smoky. I didn't really care for it. I felt like I was drinking liquid smoke. The straight from the barrel one, I think that was the higher proof one too, because it's like their cask strength. That one was pretty solid, but it had a lot of oak in it, if I remember right, or like that woodiness. It's like Kofi. It's not coffee. It's like spelled like Kofi, I think, is how it's pronounced. So pretty interesting offerings too. They actually have them here at this Total Wine. Let me see if we can get Wi-Fi connected, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, we're back, guys. We got Wi-Fi on now too. Your buddy was just in Japan, and the bottles look like the Samurais. It's sick. These didn't look like the Samurai's one here. They should have them at this store. I'll try to showcase what they look like here, but they're not decorated by any means. They look like just plain old ordinary bottles, so maybe Japan just took over and made them look actually nice and enjoyable. Had the Kofi Nika and tried to do an espresso martini with it, and it just didn't hit. Yeah, no, because it's not pronounced coffee. I was corrected when I said coffee. It's Kofi. It's supposed to be a name. It's not actual coffee, which I learned, which is pretty interesting too, because I was like, man, it's spelled like coffee. He said, no, it's pronounced Kofi. I'm like, okay. So I was corrected. I tried it. Didn't really care for that one anyway, so. We do try other stuff other than bourbon, though. We do try some scotch, tequila. I used to drink a lot of gin and vodkas, some different gins and vodkas, different drinks too. Didn't drink vodka neat. That's just weird. Just taking shots of vodka is just nasty. Gin, though, we can sip on some gins. I haven't done that in a long time. I got a fresh one that I need to crack open for probably from a stream. We'll do that maybe one time. I've got one from New Amsterdam. Hey, what's going on, Matt? Sorry, I just dropped out of chat kind of all of a sudden, Matt. I wasn't really able to stay in chat and participate while driving, and I didn't want to jump in chat because I know my microphone through StreamYard in the truck is really weird. But we did shout you out in the Discord, so hopefully we were able to get some people to tune in and check you out, brother. We got a black walnut whiskey here in the Hudson Valley. I'm trying to think what we have that might be similar. We have, I think it's called Blackland. It's a local distillery, and the Blackland, they have a lot of flavored stuff too, like a Texas pecan, and they have like a Prairie Black Gold is one of their higher end offerings. Cooper's Daughter, it's called. Definitely a must try. What's up, Joel? Yeah, we still got some time before the store opens up. We got 16 minutes. We'll see if we can find something today. We didn't really have any luck hunting yesterday, but you know, you're never going to have luck if you don't go out and at least try, so further back in line on this one, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll find something. We'll probably do maybe one or two more stops after this. I'm not really sure. Right now we just have one plugged in on the GPS, but we might make that two. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to go back to Goody Goody just right away since we were just there the other day, but honestly, buying something just to put our name on a receipt so we can have an extra drawing for the raffle could be useful. Because we don't have to buy alcohol to get our name in the drawing. We can just go buy like a Powerade, Gatorade, energy drink, something like that, and get a name in there. So, Monkey 47 gin is the best gin. Ooh, that's a strong opinion there. The best gin? Are you sure? I don't know why I'm questioning you. You have like some of the craziest whiskey that I've ever heard in your collection, including Old Squats. So Monkey 47 gin might be the best gin. So now when you say best gin, there's gins that stand out and impress the guests for like cocktails, but are you saying that's the best gin for sipping? 47 biotonical, or it's supposed to be botanical? Botanical? I think it's supposed to say botanical. I could be wrong though. Yes, okay. How much is a bottle of that, do you know? And describing, if it's not too hard, what it looks like so I can try to find it quickly and efficiently. I don't know if we're going to find any Cooper's Daughter here though. I think that might be just an exclusive thing for your area, just like we have a lot of Texas whiskey. Not heavy with the juniper. Hey, that's pretty good for me because some of that juniper flavor comes out a little bit too strong. I'm getting weird looks from all the people driving by like, why are all these guys waiting in front of a liquor store? They're not even open yet. Then we get the others that come up and they try to walk right in. It's like, dude, they're not open till 10. Looking at the crowd still. No new people. I'm still back at the line. One of the guys stepped out. I think he had to go to the restroom or check something, but he'll be back. Oh, the waiting game. $40 for a 375. What part of Texas are you in? I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. More specifically, right now we're in Arlington, Texas, right off of Highway 20 and Matlock. Matlock is a street in Arlington. That puts us right here by this Total Wine in Arlington. Right around the corner from us on Cooper Street, there's a Specs. That store likes to hold stuff in the back and play games, though, so we don't really care to go there too often. There's a WB Liquors. They tend to get their stuff the third Wednesday of the month, so we don't normally go over there either. I don't think we've ever showcased a WB, but there's not much to showcase. We work at the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, so we like to showcase some stores around there. So there's 2 different goodies up there, 2 different Specs, and a Total Wine. Actually, 2 Total Wines if we count the opposite side of the airport, 2 to Las Colinas. So kind of a wide variety. What's up, Jesus? I say wide variety. Obviously, those are all like the big chains and box stores, but those are the ones that you're gonna have the best bet of just walking in and finding something. Mom and pops are here. They either charge really good prices and they have their friends and family that buy them, or they charge horrendous prices and you can't even find them at a reasonable price, so there's no reason to even look. We got one mom and pop and another Specs that's on the south side of town that we like to go to. That Specs we've never had any luck at, but the mom and pop we have. What are we getting today? We have no idea. Jack's first in line, and normally when he's here, there's a good chance that there's something here, but not always. Oh my, Indian Stag is from 2016. I have the paperwork and box. Well, we just bottle killed last weekend with Mr. Riley and Tyler, my Thomas H. Handy. We had a 2023 124.9 proof Thomas H. Handy that we finally finished off. I say finally. I picked up that bottle December 23rd. So December 23rd to just last weekend, we made that bottle last before I finally finished it off. I did sample out quite a bit of that bottle too. I've been to that airport a couple times, flying in and out of Lake Charles. What's up, Imrod? You're headed to Cedar Hill to see what's over there. Yeah, I'm not too hopeful, Michael. I don't know if they're going to get anything, but we'll see. Today might not be the day, but we're trying. Any word on if there's anything here? He didn't come out?
No word. I haven't heard anything.
Normally when they come out, it's only Buffalo Trace stuff that they seem to be concerned about anyways.
Yeah. But no news. But Ron got in late. So
Yeah.
But the Amber strip was in and out pretty quick.
Okay.
Lasers here. And then there's a third truck that I didn't recognize the symbol on the door. It looked like a duck or something.
Probably a beer truck then, or?
I don't know. I had maybe it was a tequila emblem on the door.
Okay.
One of the other newer distributors. Could be. We'll find out.
Get you some Fortaleza. I do not like that stuff. I've tried it. Not a fan. Total Wine or Specs, Will. We're at Total Wine in Arlington. Total Wine right now, Daniel. We'll go to Specs afterwards, but the Specs we're going to go to is going to be close to the airport. See if our girl's working today at that Specs and see if maybe she did remember us and hold something back. Stag is 138.2 proof. That's pretty crazy. That's alright, man. We didn't really announce where we were too much, just at the very beginning. Figured we'd go to Total Wine first because we don't normally go here too often. I'm just glad to hear that Total Wine has free Wi-Fi, so this giant metal building that always destroys my signal and service makes it to where we can't live stream. We can now live stream in. And this one doesn't ask us to leave. The other store I haven't really had any luck at anyways, so honestly I'm not really hurting anybody by not going to that store. One of these days I'll walk in there and see if she's still going to act a fool, and act a fool again, then I'll say something again. We'll see though. Hopefully I won't have to. See how much longer we got. 9 more minutes. Still hunting your first stag soon though. Yeah, the Specs that we keep going to, the one that the girl said she might hold something back for us at, that's the one where we actually got our first stag. And Albert was there with us too. He was second line, I was third in line, and Jay was first in line. We picked those up at MSRP. It's like $58, I think. Pretty good price. Crazy how that lady took it too serious. Yeah, no, I mean, so you don't even get paid enough to carry that much. You work at a Total Wine, girl. Ain't that bad. Here's the wild turkey guy. Haven't seen him in a long time. Haven't been out at the store too often. Always comes in and buys a big old handle of wild turkey. Yeah, no, it was my very first bottle that we actually got at MSRP. Matt said though that the Andrews truck's already come and gone. They were in and out really fast, but the Glacier truck is here, so those are the two main distributors. If we're going to get any kind of allocated whiskey today, the Glacier truck's still here. They might have a lot to unload because they're not just whiskey, but at least hearing that there's a truck that was here, come and gone, and another one unloading, got a chance.
That's one of the best beers that you have.
The waiting game. I think Liz is still on vacation, but normally Liz comes out here. Did you get to try that short barrel for Matt and Sean? Or not yet? It got in last night. No, Will, we're seventh, maybe even eighth in line for our one guy. Yeah, well, we're eighth in line, I think. Yeah, I think we're number 8. I did not get to try it yet. Yep, we're waiting, Dad. It hasn't opened yet. 5 more minutes. No, we haven't tried the short barrel yet, Jesus. We just opened the box last night and got the bottle out to see if our bottle was the signed bottle or not. It was not. But it's been one of those days where we had such a long day, I couldn't have even opened that to drink that and enjoy it, even if I wanted to. Yesterday was a rough day. Big race day tomorrow. Which race? Horse? I don't know if you know our horse racing people aren't even in chat. Yeah, there was a lot to that day, Jesus. So much. I mean, we had a lady get arrested. We had another guy that was playing games, Belmont race. The guy was playing games, like he purposely missed his flight, which was really annoying because we were there for him. Probably like two or three other big events, but we can't talk about all that, unfortunately, on live. But man, it was just a wild day yesterday. Walked in, early hour of overtime, thought it was going to be one of the easier days, and then it just got 10 times worse. Here we go. Oh, everybody's lining up for our little 3 minutes. Yeah, I did see that Dallas lost. Write a book. What am I writing a book on? Riley, this is how this location always is on Tuesdays and Fridays, bud. They always have a line. We don't even know if there's anything here. They had the Glacier's truck that's unloading right now, and then Matt said that Andrew's truck already unloaded and was gone really fast. What's up, Brett? What's up, Nick? We're at a book of things that happen at DFW. I don't know if we can release all of that, but that would be funny. I was kind of hoping they were going to tase that lady last night. 2 officers tackled her down on the ground, and then it took 3 officers to drag her out the exit because she didn't want to go. That flight, they just denied her boarding, and she was kept being belligerent and asking why, and then she ended up like throwing some stuff at one of the gate agents. After throwing some stuff at the gate agents, they just ripped her out of line and drug her off in cuffs. What's up, Bonnie over whiskey? Still got a couple minutes before the store, but you already know the deal. You live in Texas. Counting down, counting down. Less than 60 seconds. 22 year, 20 year, and the Barter House 20 year. I'll have to look those up. I don't even know what those are. Such a noob. Alright, here he is. Lots of bookers. See all the bookers. Maybe if they ever come down in price, people will buy them. Barrel 1. Rick House 1 on the JD.
Yeah, they got the, I don't know if you saw my quote yesterday that on the W.
Yeah, lots of bookers.
They got them here instead. They're like $49.
Go look at some tequila.
Yeah.
Anything good on the tequila?
There's a Corazon tequila aged in Weller barrels and Blanton's barrels.
Okay. Better than nothing, right?
Yeah. It's got a big medallion on it.
Got the G4 Blanco.
Put it up there, is it done?
I think the Corzones are like over here.
No, I think it's like kind of an outfield quarter. I got this one yesterday.
So I got one in a Blanton's barrel for $51.99 and $49.99 for the W.L. Weller ones for some tequilas. I think the Anejo one's probably gonna be better.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Blanton's barrel finish. Anejo.
Yeah, probably.
Where are my tequila guys at in chat? Do we buy this or do we not? Someone better say yes or no, otherwise we're putting it back.
Pretty.
Jesus says no. Yeah, pretty gimmicky if you gotta finish it in some allocated. Well, they have the Cabal Extra Anejo for $289.99 in here. I know that was on that list. I got a list that these guys sent me of like allocated tequilas and like what to buy for like the super high end stuff.
Yeah.
And they rank this like tiers really high. That was really good, but I'm not trying to pay $300 for it.
No.
But
I've heard these are good, but I don't know enough about these. Like these numbered ones, like this one.
I think the 1146 is actually one that's on that list.
Yeah.
Hey Zeus, you know what this one is? I know you're in chat. Yeah, some of these guys, they know exactly what to get.
Like one of my buddy, he's a big whiskey guy, and he said tequila ocho puntas.
Yeah, the Ochos, and they have different, on the bottom, there's the year on them. That'll tell you which ones they are too.
Well, he was like, if you see a puntas, he's like, just buy it. He's like, I'll pay you for it.
And then the,
But I've never
they only
seen
have
it.
the regular G4 Blanco here, but they have several different G4 offerings as well.
Yeah. The one in Cedar Hill has the G4 Blanco, the 108 proof.
Yeah, I saw that, 108 proof.
It's got like a silver instead of the blue.
Yeah, they also have a 90 proofer and an 80 proofer that I've seen, but it's supposed to have some other limited releases too.
I think El Tesoro is looking pretty good.
One of these, I can't remember which one is. This is the Extra Anejo. I don't think this is the same bottle though. No, I don't think this is the same one. There's one that has like a golden. Yeah, there's supposed to have one that has like a golden label on it or something. Ugh. I don't know. There's like some fancy release. And then the Mi Campo, that's one of the cheaper ones that they told me to get. I got a 1 liter bottle for like I think 24, 25 bucks. It's actually quite good.
Pascal is supposed to be good. That's expensive.
Yeah. Well, I'm just not too familiar with tequila to really know.
Yeah, I mean,
I always like looking at these little minis too.
no.
So two. I was told to look at these single barrels, not the rye, but the bourbons. And it has the barrel house number. 8 and 13 are the ones from Coy Hill. So anytime you
Heard
see
that.
them, even in the minis, look for the 8 and 13s because
8
they might not be
Is it
labeled.
the first number or the second number?
The first number, the
Yeah.
2, because those are going to be the rick houses. If it's from 8 or 13, that's the Coy Hill. So even though it might not be labeled as Coy Hill, it's from the same rick house. It's going to have pretty similar profile, more than likely. Learned that from Riley, so I'm like, okay, I'll start looking at every single one I see. I didn't even look at the rise. Did you see anything on the rise?
Yeah, I didn't. There's a release this weekend coming.
For OKI?
Yeah. DFW Whiskey Club.
Yeah.
I think at Big Country and I forget what other one in Dallas. It's gonna be like 109 though.
Some of these bottles I noticed they started discounting like this. When they start discounting like this big off, like where they're like $30, $35 off, they're no longer going to carry them anymore. So if you find one that you're willing to try for the discount, especially like the barrel products, those are the ones to buy, because once they're sold out, they're not restocking on them. But it's got to be a big enough discount to where I'm even willing to bite, because I mean, that's still, still $105
Right.
for a small batch release. That
Yeah, I know. It's only 7 years.
Yeah. Yeah, they do got still Austin store picks and seagrass. Oh. Alright, let's see if I can jog my memory and find it now.
Came off on the way.
Didn't see anything I had to have, Matt. What about you?
My wife needed
Some snacks?
Yeah, got some snacks for the wife.
I like those cashew ones. I've already destroyed my bag.
I was about to say something funny. I was like, watch out, don't destroy your sack.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head out too. I think I'm gonna run up to that specs that we found that stag at that one time. Cause I'm not really seeing anything too crazy here.
Is that Euless?
Yeah, yeah. I just don't see anything. I was hoping to find something. And they haven't had early times bottled in bond in forever. And $109.99 for Booker's. I mean, that's a tough buy. Yeah. I mean, it's good to see that they have a bunch, but they're gonna keep having a bunch at that price.
Yeah.
Have you found any of the Chattanooga Founders editions yet?
I haven't seen one.
Some people have been posting
Bill
them.
had some.
Yeah.
I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It's too far though. Shit's gone by the time you get there.
Yeah, always. You gotta be fast to get the good stuff. That Jack Daniel's Sinatra too, I feel like they've gone up in price by about $50 in those bottles too.
I'm good.
It's light proof anyways. Yeah, nothing I can't live without. Unfortunate.
And those 4 gates, I mean.
They're all that expensive though.
Yeah, I know.
I've never seen a 4 gate that was cheap, so.
I mean, is it worth it? You know anybody that's had it?
I've had the Kelvin Collaboration 5 as a sample, and a lot of people like that one, but I didn't care for it, so.
Are they still in Kentucky or is it an MGP?
Couldn't even tell you. I only had a sample. I don't know if it says anything.
Oh no, it's in Kentucky.
I know they do a bunch of collaborations with different distilleries though for a lot of their stuff, so it's a pass for me.
So like a Bardstown almost type.
Pretty much, yeah.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Nothing I had to have. Yeah, Jay picked up those Rebecca Creeks for me. I was hoping he was going to be here today.
Yeah.
I'm still going to get the eagle rear off of him. That's why I don't want to contribute to the iron root just yet, because I'm like, man, I still owe this man money.
Yeah, he said he was going to be out in Comanche this morning.
He's been working on the north side of town a lot, so it's been tough to catch up with him. But one of these days I'll meet up with him.
Yeah, same here. I've been missing him all week. I'm like, dude, I got your bottle.
He ain't in a hurry and I ain't in a hurry.
Yeah. Alright, man. We'll see you.
Later. Park too close to you, I guess?
No, you're good. I can get in.
Ugh. All right, let's turn the Wi-Fi off and watch it go crazy on us for a second. It is hot. Yeah, Booker's, the total wine prices have been like $109.99. Like, I can find them even on secondary sometimes for $100 even with no tax. So it's just tough to pay that price. Spec sells Booker's for $100, so yeah, pass. Well, even then too, like $100 is still just too much for those bottles. It should be like $85. Ain't gonna force you to buy another pick. Hey, you never forced me to buy a pick in the first place. I was excited. I wanted to try something different, so that's why we got it.
Albert's heading out first. We were getting ready to roll out at the same time. I was trying to get settled in, and he got settled in before me. Mr. Matt picked up some snacks for the wife. That's what we like to do when the points reset. We're able to get the 10 times points on food. That's what we do. We drop bank. Buy a whole bunch of food. Get our 10 times points. Get our additional entries into the raffles for their lottery. Allocated bourbon lottery with Total Wine. And then we get our unfortunately you were not selected email. Every time without hesitation. You grabbed an Elijah Craig barrel proof B524 yesterday. Was shocked they had it on the shelf. I've seen people posting stuff on Facebook, not necessarily local, for the B524s of the Larceny and the Elijah Craig, but I have yet to see them in our area. So probably maybe another week or two, could be next month. Some of the stuff that we takes forever to get, and then other times we're like one of the first few to get it. I don't know how it works for the distribution and how they decide that. I just know like in Dallas and like Denton County, they got terrible distribution for Elijah Craig because of Heaven Hill products. But down here we get better distribution on it, but it's still a tough find. On the road again. Don't ever let me sing, guys. Don't ever let me sing. If I ever try to join a singing group, I have done something wrong. Allergies have been kicking our ass. We're exhausted. And we have no business singing. Don't let me sing. Oh, well, we're 16 minutes away from the next store. I don't know what we'll find, but we'll see. I'm going to turn the brightness up and get you guys flipped around so you guys can see the road. Brightness is for me. Well, brightness is already up. Just bright as hell outside already. Hey, Pastor Tez, bonding over whiskey. Congratulations. Hopefully you didn't have to deal with any jackasses on the road. How'd you do on the parallel parking? Parallel parking is where I fell short on mine, but I still passed. I was just too far away from the curb. They have the Larceny too, a little small store in North Carolina that not many people go to. And those small stores that not many people go to, that's where you get to talk to them and go best friends with them. So when you get the good stuff, they'll help sell that stuff to you. I actually like the Larceny barrel proofs way better than I like the Elijah Craig barrel proofs, but that might be an unpopular opinion for most, but big fan. Minus 20 points for not knowing how to parallel park. Had never done it. And to be fair though, I mean, most people, they don't parallel park, or the technology in a lot of these modern cars, they parallel park for you. Nothing at Total Wine Cedar Hill. Specs as Iron Root cigar blends. If you haven't picked up one of those, Michael, I'm telling you right now, that cigar blend's pretty solid, especially for 80 bucks. You tried and failed miserably? Yeah. Parallel parking, it's weird. A couple different ways to line it up to do it, but then trying to get close enough to the curb without having to do too many adjustments, because they don't want to see you there pulling back and forth trying to get that adjustment. Larceny barrel proof over Elijah Craig barrel proof any day. Hey, I'm glad Brett's on the same page as me. I honestly would say, not counting all the stuff that just came out recently, but with the first quarter of the year, or first couple months, whenever that Larceny dropped, the A124, I definitely think that would have been one of the top 5, top 10 whiskeys of the year. Obviously, we're gonna have a lot more better stuff drop throughout the year that'll trump that, but early on, that one definitely was a pretty big home run hitter for me. She wrote in the parallel park section, learn how. That's funny. You've been out mowing since 7 a.m., just now getting in? Man, Craig, you gotta chill out on that yard work. Don't be working too hard now. Don't cut the line to your AC like I did. How many neighbors hate you for mowing that early? That's funny. I think as long as it's after 6 a.m. you can start mowing here and making some noise, but obviously it's not the most polite, cordial thing to do, but people do it. Mike Brock just sent us a message, but we'll have to look at that in a little bit as we are live. You got one last week, still haven't cracked it. Honestly, it might not be bad to have a second one, and if you don't want it, I'll definitely pick it up off of you. We were just talking to Albert. He's got another one for Jay, but Jay has several now, so Jay might pass. We'll see, though. I like it, though. I think it's good. You're supposed to mow the grass, not the wires to the AC. Yeah, I snagged it with the weed eater and it wrapped it around the head of the weed eater, so that cost me some money. Yeah, you can DM me a photo of it. I think it'd be funny to see that where they had to write that in there. We'll take the defensive driving section to get insurance discounts. I also have one of those. Oh my goodness, this guy just cut us off. What a jackass. Get one of those car cameras too. Hey, those car cameras, they can help, but they can also incriminate you too when something crazy happens. So just be cautious. If you are going to rock the cameras in the front and back, make sure they're not recording audio in the cab would be my advice to you. Because they'll use all kinds of stuff against you. They'll subpoena it for evidence. Oh, wait, a tire blew out in the middle of the road over here. That's what it was. Everybody's slowing down because the tire popped. There's the truck and trailer up on the side of the road too over there with the blown tire. That back left tire holding up that big old machine on the side of the road is completely shredded in there running on red. He used the turn signal though. He did use the turn signal. I will give him that. You're normally signaling that you want to change lanes, not that you are changing lanes, though. Oh. I'm not an aggressive driver. Yes, but noted. You don't have to be an aggressive driver, just in general, like, stuff happens and the camera's not always in your best interest or benefit to have. They can subpoena that for court if they have to as well. It is evidence. Best beer bar you ever went to is in Frankfort, Kentucky. Sorry, it's hard to see. It's super bright out here, so my eyes are trying to focus back and forth between. Carlos is the man, head bartender, rarest pours for cheap. It is nice when you're able to try some really nice stuff, some rare pours for an affordable price. A lot of the rare pours I see, I'm talking $50 to $175 for some of the crazy stuff, and I'm not paying that for a pour. Not when you know the MSRP of the bottle. Not like you'll always get one of those bottles at MSRP, but just when you know the MSRP, it's kind of hard to justify those prices. All right, this guy's going to speed up and not let me over. We'll come over here and get up at the head. We'll make our way over. On the long haul now to Specs. We drank a whole smooth Embeller 13 year for $220. Yeah, if you can drink a whole bottle for $220, it's pretty good. 13 year. I feel like I need you in the Discord so you can start sharing some of these bottles, like pictures of them, so I know what they look like. Some of the stuff I've never even heard of or seen, man. Speaking above my head. Pretty new to the game. Probably only been doing this for about almost a year now. For actual like YouTube content. Probably drinking maybe a couple months, 2 months, 3 months before that. Where we were actually getting allocated whiskeys and stuff. I think we started our channel for like the bourbon side of it when we actually started doing content about August, end of August. We're in June, so we're coming up on that 1 year for our channel. Gonna try to hit that 4,000 hours of watch time still. At 4,000 hours of watch time, we'll still need 1,000 subscribers, but I want to see where we're at for watch time for the first year. You open your Jack 10. Couldn't detect the banana everyone gets on JD. Pretty low proof too. That JD 10 is just low proof. It's good though. JD 12, 107 proof. It stands out a little bit more bold, but it's good. Had Buffalo Trace and the 750s, the 1 liter bottles, and the Willet Rye. Changing lots that we can pass on. If they have the Willet Family States small batch rye, it's around a $60 to $70 bottle. Sometimes 78 is the highest I see it, where it's affordable. It's still reasonable to purchase before you start seeing crazy numbers. It's only 4 years, but it's good. It's got a little bit of spearmint flavor to it, so you don't like spearmint, probably not gonna get by though. It's the only Willet that I'd say for an everyday, easy buy shelfer that you can find. Your best friend plays top 10 in mixology at Sugar House in Detroit off Michigan Avenue. Man, that's pretty impressive. But he was happy. They get any money for winning those, or is it just kind of an award? I would assume there'd be some kind of money involved, or at least just make you famous for that area. Looks like we got a wreck up ahead, so we'll have to slow down here in a second. They had the rye for $75. That's kind of like the top of the price point where I would pay. Anything above that, I probably wouldn't buy it. It's not a bad bottle, though. I actually enjoy it. Underwhelming proof. Yeah, the underwhelming proof of the JD10. Still sweet that you were able to get a JD10. I didn't get a JD10 or 12. I could have a 10, but I knew I didn't want it. JD12, Tyler had to camp out for that. Tyler picked one up, and I've had a sample of it from Bob Santos before, so I know what it tastes like at least, but I hadn't really seen a bottle where I was able to get one. So you know, no one knows how to drive. Coming to a complete stop because there's an accident up ahead. Someone had to drive like a big dummy. Trying to get my dad a nice bottle for Father's Day, but he has everything. Any recommendations? You're gonna have to get him some special release. You might even have to do it through some of the secondary groups, or you have to buy something that's rare, or like a store pick from another state. My advice would be to find a store pick. If you want to get something rare or limited for them. Wild Turkey 12 is like $150 on secondary. That's an international release only, so you can really only get those through duty free. So if he likes Wild Turkey, Russell's product, stuff like that, see if he's got a Wild Turkey 12 on a shelf. It should come in a fancy blue box if you had taken it out of the box. That'd be a pretty nice gift. What up, Carl? Made it to the magazines, yeah. Hennessy flew out with some DC and a special decanter. I wouldn't be too happy if that's all I got for making it, but magazine's cool. Made a name in history. Yeah, or you can just hit up Carl for some crazy low prices, because Carl has a lot of bottles that he needs to sell. Carl, I was in the Discord last night. I know you were conched out, but I heard what happened, brother. I heard what happened. Carl's got to be some bottles he's got to move. Craig, if I had to guess, probably everything. He does not have a Wild Turkey 12. I would love to get that for him, but don't know anyone on the secondary market in North Carolina. I will do some research. I have some guys that are out in North Carolina that might be able to help you, or I can potentially help you. And we'll see what we can do for pricing, because I don't know what I can get it for and what I can get it to you for, but we'll see what we can do. If that's something you want to try to get. I think all said and done, bottle to doorstep, probably under 200 if I had to guess. But I'll come back to you on that one. Carl, why are you putting that phone number in, or Craig, why are you putting that phone number in chat? I think I know that's one of those like spam lines, so I don't think that's his actual phone number. I hope it's not. Otherwise, everybody can see that. Madman. Okay, you're tracking good. $1,000 bottle plus we have already had when we were teenagers. It was around 500, man. The car I'm getting in is used one that I'm having an issue leaking coolant and not bringing enough to the engine, so I gotta get it fixed. If you want to do a meetup with locals, I'd love to be there. When do you want to try to do that? What day, do you know? Because today I gotta go to work. Carl is not in Texas. Carl's up in New Jersey. Yeah, Ryan, if you get in the Discord and send me messages that way, that's the best way to get in touch with me, and I'll try to track one down for you and see what we can do. Looks like we need to merge over. The accident is pulled over and in the left lane, so unfortunately we will have to merge. Trying to see what kind of damage we're talking about. I'm not really seeing anything. I see two cops and someone on the side of the road. There's the other vehicles. Looks like one of them got rear-ended pretty good. Schedule's up to anyone who will come. Okay, at least a month. Yeah, we'll make something happen. We'll plan it out for sure. I think as far as like who all would probably be hanging out, like I don't know, we'll have to figure out a good spot depending on how many people want to meet up, but ETA's part that hunting is the drive and the gas. We got gas last night though. I think gas was like $58 to fill up, but that's why we try to do some of this stuff along the way and see if we can ever find anything good. You have amazing pictures from 2015 to 2016, lots of old prices, etc. Pictures of what we drank, several VIP bourbon tours. That would be really cool because I was nowhere near in the game of whiskey at that time. I was still in the drinking gin at that time, and whiskey wasn't even on the radar. The most we thought about whiskey was getting Jack and Cokes, which we don't even really call Jack Daniels. It's the Jack Hold number 7 that we were getting with Coke. We don't really call that whiskey nowadays. We killed every unicorn under the sun, no lie. I believe it. I believe it. I heard there used to be a day where Pappy was just sitting on the shelf. If only I would have been in the whiskey business by that time, but you know, I was too young. I'm a young buck. You were born in '96. Wasn't even legal drinking age at that time. Can we possibly post the Discord link? Have it. Back to an old video while I'm watching this one. Yeah, you can go to we need the previous live streams like in the last couple days. There should be a Discord link there that should be operational, should work. If it doesn't, let me know, and I'll get a new Discord link and I'll post in this one whenever we go offline. I'll get this one a description and get it re-uploaded with which one. ones. It's a small batch. I'm always looking for EH tailors and trying to get stuff for other people. I got 3 small batches I just picked up, so I got quite a few. But single barrels, barrel proofs, and straight ryes, far in between. Hard to come by. Every Pappy, every BT allocation. EJ 23 down, Willet 13 here. Damn. That's crazy. Small batch. Nice. I like getting extra small batches. Good bottles. They make great gifts. I don't know if you guys have ever given an EH Taylor small batch as a gift. You can never find them on a relatively frequent basis. If you're persons that you like to give bottles to, if they like cigars, you can put a cigar in the headspace of where the bottle and the neck of the bottle is in the tube. And then when you give your bottle of whiskey to somebody, they're always excited because they're going to know what the EH Taylor tube is. But tell them to pop the tube, and they get a cigar there too. A couple blends too, nice. I only got 1 blends right now, it's extra. We had a ton. I went through like 17 blends, moving all those and getting lists of people for gifts. If you're interested in my review of the Jack 10, I did it on another person's stream. Could DM you timestamp and channel. Oh yeah, you can. Or if you ever do written reviews, a lot of guys do written reviews. We do have a section in the Discord. Pretty useful if you're looking for a bottle that you've been looking at and you're not sure if it's worth the money or worth the try. It's an option as well. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you you have to type it all out. Ooh, there is an Andrews truck here. I'm not sure if they have any allocated bottles on that truck. I saw that one there. Specs right here though. Probably just a beer truck. I think Andrews distributes beer as well. Maybe our girl's working today. We're gonna go say hi to her. Be friendly and nice. See if she can start holding bottles for me.
I mean, I don't mind you showcasing someone else's channel or sharing it as well. You can share it as well, but as far as people who are actually going to read and get value out of it, those written reviews are actually pretty useful for a lot of people. So let's go see if they got anything. My guess is no, but we'll get some stuff for work. Nothing new there. I have been wanting to try this honey infused whiskey by Garrison Brothers, $69.99. Might pick one of those up soon. Still have Rickhouse proof if you guys are looking for it. $71.99. Yes, Craig, you are definitely old enough to be my dad, sir. That's okay. We'll still hang out and drink with you. Got a 5 Knob Creek 12s for $62.99. A rye rickhouse, that would be pretty cool. Still all bottled and bonds and full proofs. They just sit here, guys. They just sit here. Rum cast finish. Alright, we were told we need to pick this up. We were talked to quite a bit yesterday, so I think we will buy a bottle today. We'll buy this for $34.99. I don't see Torup in chat, but Torup's the one that wants to see me get this. Okay, if the Discord link's expired, we'll try to make a new one, man. We've been trying to copy and paste, that way it just stays the same and have it to where it never expires, but we'll post a new one. I'm not really sure how those permanent Discord links even work. I think it resets them almost every time, too. How you doing? Good. I don't think so. Appreciate it. We'll at least get this. I don't know what we're looking for today, but we did find this, and Torup wanted to pick this up, so I'll pick this up. See if they restocked on my snacks that I normally get before work. Nope. I'm gonna grab an energy drink real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We'll grab the orange one, and we'll grab the white one, I think. Yeah, monsters.
I just ended up coming in an hour and a half late yesterday just so I could get woken up good and feel right.
It's been a week.
You want to back roll that? We're doing that, right?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
When you guys store the snacks, stocking on those.
Hopefully soon. I think that order usually comes in on a Monday.
On a Monday?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I'm hoping that they'll have restock going because it's been about 2 weeks and that
I
shit's
know.
getting really, really bare over here. I've never seen it that bad before.
Well, I started getting those like little salami and cheese rolls
Yeah.
before where those are good.
Yeah, we sell a lot of that, so I'm really surprised to see that in the liquor store.
Yeah, I know. But it's actually good though, so I'm like, let me get some of that.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Alright. I don't think they had any allocated whiskey on that truck, so that's okay though. We got a bottle we hadn't had before. Pretty cheap too, nothing too crazy. But we'll show it off when we get in the truck. Did they get Eagle Rare yesterday? I don't think they got anything yesterday because I didn't hear anything and I didn't call them, but I don't know. Ugh. Ooh, sorry. Try to get in the truck, get the AC going because it is hot. Yeah, I didn't see any Eagle Rare, unfortunately, Will. Here we go. We got a Overholt straight rye whiskey. So this one is 95 proof, so it should be a pretty easy sipper, easy drinker. Nothing too crazy on price either. It's pretty cheap. It was
$34.99. So with the 2 energy drinks, $43.27 out the door. Got another 44 points to add to the specs account. I know they were talking about how they're going to start subtracting points when purchasing allocated bottles. So we got to find some bottles that we do really enjoy that we can buy that are not allocated to build points. So that way, whenever we find something that we do want that is allocated, we don't be one of those suckers like they try to do Albert, where he gets to the front of the line, they say, you don't have enough points, you can't buy this. Because that almost happened to him. They actually let him use one of our phone numbers because they're going to make him put a stag back. And we're like, no, he ain't putting that stag back. He'd burn some of my points if he has to. What else did you buy? That's a long receipt. Oh, I bought 2 Monster energy drinks. We bought the white one and the orange one for work because we've been working all this overtime. We got to stay caffeinated. Trying to be caffeine. It's almost impossible for us to function lately. It's been pretty bad, but I'm trying to get better. I would love to find some more Eagle Rare though, Will. I only got 1 bottle of it the other day in a trade, so I'm trying to get more Eagle Rares. They make great gifts and great giveaways. Like a CVS receipt. Yeah, they put a whole bunch of crap on there too. They put your points and your account on the bottom. They put I think it's like a survey on the bottom too. I don't think you get anything from the survey too. It's just something to put on there. Tried every bourbon during the golden age, when the best pappy was barely above $100. You see, everything is status or rarity, fear of missing out. Nothing is worth more than $100 a bottle. Goes for wine. So maybe back then nothing's worth more than $100, but with the cost and increase from distilleries, this is just what I've heard. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that there's pretty much no bottle worth more than $250 now, which is still a huge percentage markup from $100. But those super crazy bottles that people pay above $250 for, there's supposed to never be a bottle worth that much. Even the super crazy ones like the double Eagle Rare decanters and stuff like that, they shouldn't be selling for thousands. But it is kind of crazy to see how prices have gone through the roof. More like a grocery shopping receipt. Yeah. Surprisingly, I can find Eagle Rare pretty regularly in North Carolina. We get it, but it sells out the same day that they get it, within the first 2 hours typically. There's not normally a bottle sitting on the shelf for more than 2 hours from the time the store puts it out. Those grains are pricey. Yeah, they've gone up in price. I mean, I think $250 is kind of like the most expensive bottle that anyone should purchase to where it might be worth it. You still got to look it up to see if it is actually worth it, because not all of them are worth it. And then those crazy expensive bottles above that, they're just out of their minds. You're like you said, you're paying for status, the fear of missing out, allocation just being limited release, stuff like that. Come on, Mr. Jefferson. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Yesterday we got there early enough, we were able to clock in at 11. I don't think that'll be the case today unless we get parked quick and get on a bus quick. But I'm not really rushing to get in. Normally I take an hour before work, just hanging out before clocking at noon to kind of mentally prepare myself for work. I don't know if you guys have that kind of period. Sometimes it has to be an hour, but I just need some time between home and work. I didn't even wake up till 8:30. It's only 10:47. We've only been up for 2 hours. I was tired. Normally we wake up earlier than that. Well. This guy's driving slow and he's in the correct lane. We're going to need to turn here in a second. Assuming for those box truck too. Woke up at 7. We woke up at like 8:30, man. We were tired, man. Long day yesterday. Longer than I wanted it to be, that's for sure. When they said they were going to deboard that plane at that second time, they only deboarded one person. I thought they were deboarding the whole plane. Even later. One one guy been waiting over an hour and a half, 2 hours to fly to Houston, which is like a 4-hour drive. And then all of a sudden he wanted to get off and rebook and reschedule for the next day. Not sure what that was all about. And then he wanted to rebook for the next day, but he wanted to rebook for the earliest flight out. I'm like, dude, you're already on the plane. It's leaving now. Why wouldn't you just stay on? It didn't make sense to me. But they let him off the plane, and they told him the first flight out was already full, and the second flight was too. He was going to have to go out at like noon or something like that. So I thought that was kind of funny. Your 5-year-old is graduating preschool in a few hours. We're going to have a drink tonight for sure. Big milestones with kids, man. Like I have a child, I have a son. We have a second kid on the way. We don't know boy or girl just yet, but man, just thinking about all the stuff I went through in life, all the milestones I hit, I'm like, this kid's already running and walking. He's saying words now. And when he starts putting together sentences, it'll be exciting. Having to do daycare is not going to be exciting though. I'm trying to avoid doing that as much as possible, but we've got that coming up, so see how I handle that. What do I do at the airport? I work for the Department of Homeland Security. I'm a behavioral detection officer, so I mainly focus on employee screening, insider threat employees. Get a lot of employees that like to try to bring stuff in that they know they're not supposed to, so we're there to catch them. More to it than that, but that's the surface level. Anytime employees see us, they normally hate us because they know that we're going to be slowing them down to and from work, or they're going to be late, or they got to go to the bathroom, or they got to get their lunch. All the excuses in the book trying to get away from us, and it's like, nope,